So, for some reason, I can't seem to properly do an intro today, so instead I'm just going to jump straight into the battle here. What's going on, guys? I got Saturday's upload for you. All is against this guy I found on the Smoking server on PO, as per usual, by the name. Oh, fuck it. You know what, fuck it. So I've been noticing a lot in my videos lately that, like, hold on. So I've been noticing in my videos lately that, like, my audio has been, like, peaking, like, a lot, in my speech, and I think that's mostly because, like, I'm so, like, close to my camera. Like, normally I want to say I'm, like, right about here when I do the narrations, more or less. So instead, I think what I'm just going to do is just do it from back here. You guys get to see me move around with my entire body now. I am so crazy. I apologize, but that's, if you're wondering as to why, like, I'm kind of changing up positions here, that's why. And also, I decided, hey, you know, I kind of want to try out a new format where, like, I put the video, like, right here, see how it looks, and I feel like it might look a little bit cooler and more interesting, you know, because I got this little alcove right here, which I think is approximately the same width as a 16:9 format, you know, but enough of that, enough of why I'm in this format / setup. What is going on, guys? I've got Saturday's upload going for you on, and is against this guy I found in the Smoking server on PO. Big surprise there, by the name of RURUTEST, and for those of you who haven't figured it out, which I'm hoping none of you, because, I mean, the name's pretty obvious as to what kind of battle it is. It's an RU battle, and I will just get the team preview going right about now. Come on, okay, and there we go. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I just had to close out of a window real quick, and that way I can see the team myself, because I know I should probably realize this because I kind of pre-recorded the battle before this. But in any case, looking at this team, this is a very old battle, by the way. This is like back from like the end of January, so it's like 2 months old by this point. Looking at the team, it's kind of that old RU team I had way back in the day. I think it was the team I faced Blame Truth with, if I'm not mistaken, or the infamous BT, which I'm assuming it's like. But in any case, moving along. As you can tell, it's pretty much that team I used way back in the day, with Scarf Primate, Home Claws Durant, Specially Defensive Lantern, Specs Moltres, Bulky Corvette Hensel again, and Defensive Claydol. Yeah, this was back before Durant got banned from RU, so in case you guys are like, oh my god, why you have Durant, you team is banging me, that's why. But looking at his team, there are kind of a lot of threats that scare me. Yeah, and honestly, the only things that don't scare me, which is kind of weird, because, like, normally I'm like, oh, there's only, like, one threat that really intimidates me. This team actually has a lot of threatening things, not gonna lie. Looking at his team, though, Lantern, Claydol, don't scare me at all. I can easily handle those things without a hitch. The main things I'm looking at as threats are the Entei, the Fable, the Archaeops, and the Scolipede. The Scolipede could be an issue if it does happen to be an SD set. It can easily set up on me and then be able to effectively outspeed and sweep all of my team bar Primate. And if I do manage to lose Primate, which, you know, could potentially happen, I might be kind of screwed. The Archaeops is just a hard-hitting attacker, and if I don't predict correctly around it, it can easily, dent a hole in my team, especially if it's Scarf. It can just outspeed do all this nonsense to me. The Clefable is just going to be a natural-born pain in the butt if I do manage to lose both my physical attackers, because I'm assuming this thing is probably going to be a special wall judging the team itself. And it's just going to be annoying. That's all I'm going to say right there. And it's just going to be bulky, and it's going to be able to stall out pretty much every one of my team members, except, well, Durant and Primate. But as I said earlier, if I lose those two, it's pretty much his game. And the Entei is just a hard-hitting physical attacker. If I do manage to lose Lantern, I mean, like, I can be able to outspeed with Primate and Durant again, but that's kind of a gamble because I do have to bank on Stone Edge and or Rock Slide hitting and being able to take that out. So that could be a potential threat as well. But without further ado, I think I'm just going to get rid of the team preview at this point and then move on to the battle, shall we? So let's go. Alright, so I'm going to lead off my Primate because he leads off with his Claydol, and yeah, I'm pretty much just going to U-turn here because, well, that's normally what you do with Scarf. You bring him in and then U-turn out and then pretty much bring in something that's pretty much applicable to whatever his lead is, which in this case happens to be, well, either my Moltres or my Lilligant. Personally, I think I should have gone for the Lilligant, looking back, but whatever. What can you do when you live in a shooting yank? God knows. So he's going to switch out now, bring in his Lantern, knowing full well that he's obviously going to do that. I'm just going to U-turn out, bring in my Lilligant this turn, and then attempt to go for the Sleep Powder as he brings in his Entei on the switch, knowing full well it's probably going to be a huge thing. Now, unfortunately, I do miss there, which does kind of suck, because that kind of hinders my ability to sweep, but that's okay, because I still got the Lantern to be able to handle that Flare Blitz. Unfortunately, I do need to be able to preserve him relatively well, but whatever. What can you do when you live in a shoe and you ain't got no soul? He's going to Toxic this turn, knowing full well it's really the best he can do to me, and that residual damage is going to be really useful. I'm going to go for the Skull there, just do some damage to it, which is going to be pretty nice, because, well, damage is always nice in my opinion. Unfortunately, though, he does bring in his Claydol. However, I'm just going to go for the Heal Bell right now, because I really need that Lantern to be pretty much at full health, especially in dealing with the Archeops and the Entei. I'm gonna bring my Claydol here, set up my rocks, do all that nonsense, because entry hazards are really useful, and I know now that pretty much if he doesn't want to bring in his Entei again, I'll easily got entry hazards, so that's gonna be really nice. I'm gonna bring in my Moltres now, predicting the Mega Horn on the Scolipede. Thankfully, it does mention, which is really nice, so now I don't have to worry about any form of damage. He's gonna bring in his Entei now, just pretty much for Death Fodder at this point, to see what I'm gonna lock myself into, because he does know what I'm expecting as well. I went for the U-turn, which is normally something you don't really have. But in any case, he's going to bring in his Archeops now, knowing full well I really don't want to handle a Stone Edge or a Head Smash or whatever he decides to go for. I'm going to bring in my Claydol, however he does predict that, goes for the U-turn, brings Scolipede back in, which does kind of suck. However, at this point I'm realizing, okay, I got my Stealth Rocks up, there's really no point in me keeping in Claydol. I'd rather bring in something safely to be able to eventually kill that thing. So that's exactly what I do, leave him to die. Unfortunately, I do listen to Claydol. He might have been a little useful, but I don't know, that's just me. He's gonna pretty much go for the Toxic Spikes this turn, which is kind of weird, because, like, you know, like, Life Orb plus Toxic, it's a weird combination in my opinion, but whatever. He's gonna bring in his Lantern now, knowing that I'm blocked in a Fire Blast, and I can't really do that much to me. So that kind of sucks. However, I'm going to easily re-level and bring my Lantern, knowing full well that I can take any hit he decides to go for, and then I'll pretty much just go ahead and just Heal Bell off to get rid of that, Toxic from the Toxic Spikes, because, well, I kind of need that, and I kind of need Lantern to be surviving, because he's going to be one of my main figures within this match. Now I'm going to switch out now, bring in my Lilligant, because, well, I figured, hey, now's probably a really good opportunity to bring in Lilligant, be able to set up a Quiver Dance here, and then try and effectively sweep his team, which is going to be so nice. I'm going to go for the Sleep Powder here, get the Claydol Sleep, which is going to be really good, because that's going to be a perfect opportunity just to set up the Quiver Dances, get the +1s and special attack, special defense, and speed, which is going to be so nice. Oh my goodness. Now he's going to bring his Archeops here, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, I think at this range, even if he is Scarfed, I might be able to outspeed him, but I'm not entirely sure. However, I greatly underestimate the natural base speed of the Archeops, and it does come and bite me square in the ass, which does suck, because that's going to do a lot of damage to my Lilligant, and I'm going to try and go for the Giga Drain just to get some damage. Unfortunately, as you can tell by the amount of did that Fable right there, which is going to be a pain in the butt, by the way, if you haven't figured it out already, I'm not going to be able to do anything to that thing. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, maybe I could try and set up more on this thing. Yeah, I don't know. I think I was predicting either Thunder. I'm not sure why I left my Lilligant in there. I really have no idea why I decided to keep him in. But the fun thing is, though, I do manage to live that Seismic Toss right there, and I do manage to deal some form of damage. However, that Clefable is just going to keep wishing off. So at this point, it's like, I got nothing. I'm going to die off eventually. I go for the Quiver Dance there. I'm just like, maybe he'll try and protect or something. I might be able to take that, but nope, he just goes straight for the S-Dust, finishes off my Lilligant, which is quite unfortunate. However, this does allow me to bring in Primeape now, scare him out with the close combat, and I go straight for that U-turn. And this is the part where it shows and proves as to why Durant got moved to BL2. Now, as you can tell, I brought in Durant at this point, knowing full well that I can pretty much Hone Claws up and pretty much be able to dispose of this thing. I know full well that thanks to Durant's natural base defense, I can easily be able to take that Archeops and Stone Edge there, nail the thing with an Iron Head, and easily finish him off. Thankfully, I do not miss my Iron Head, which is really nice, because if it did, well, that could have potentially screwed me over. He's going to bring his Lynch in there, bank on the miss, the Exeter miss. Unfortunately, that does not happen, so I'm going to be easily able to finish off that thing right there and then. He's going to bring his Clefable right here, and at this point, he's just like, okay, screw this. I'm going to get swept by Durant. And he's just going to run away now, giving me the 4-2 lead, which probably in the end would have turned into just a 3-0, because at this point, like, I think he had my Durant had 14% health, which indicates, okay, he probably would have died to Life Orb Recoil once I finished off that Claydol. But yeah, that was a good game, Mr. RUTEST. I apologize for bringing the Durant and kind of sweeping right there, but that is why he was banned, children, for all of you who were whining and complaining about that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, you can always rate, comment, subscribe, and yeah, this is Ben from Trouser saying peace out, yo, and have a good one.